Hey guys, welcome to the Shack. This is episode number 39, and today we are going to build out our kit for the Wazoo Cap. Right, Mikey?
Yep.
Yep. Where can they find the podcast if they're looking for it?
Anywhere they find podcasts.
That's so good of you.
I've
Apple.
been practicing for 39 episodes.
I know. Apple. Where else?
Amazon, Spotify, Pandora.
39 episodes.
39 episodes, but you can also check it out on the website. Don't forget to go and do that. And if you'd like to help the web or the podcast out, we do have an affiliate link on our website. Please go there and go through the Amazon, right? And purchase your products using our link, and that helps us buy the stuff that we get to play with and show you on the show. So today's episode is going to be about building out the Wazoo Cap. But first, I'm LT.
I'm Sam.
Brian Silverback.
Scooter here down on the inside.
Tyler. Nick. Mikey. I'm so glad he owns it now.
To be clear, his name is not Silverback legally.
We don't know that.
No, we do.
It is funny when you show up in the name
in a
tag.
boating accident.
Exactly.
He wears it proudly, though. When we go to shows, he has Brian Silverback, so that's very good.
Need a sports jersey.
I like it.
Silverback.
So the main idea about the Wazoo Caps is, well, I started liking them very much, fell in love with the hat. Know the guys at Wazoo, Dustin and Nick, are good friends. So we wanted to start carrying the hat in the shop. Conveniently, there was a place for a patch on the front. So we had patches made to fit this, and that's what we are going to talk about today. All the cool stuff on a Wazoo Cap.
We're going to fill up the 6 pockets, because that's what we do.
Is that what we're going to do? We're going to fill them up? Okay. So I have a kitted out hat that I wear. This is my work version. I don't have anything in it, I don't believe, right now, because this is the one that I get dirty in the shop. But my traveling one, I have kitted out with different stuff. Who else? Scott's got one on today. Brian's got one on. Nick has one over there, and then we have one that we want to talk or let you guys look
That's our
at.
cameraman.
That's our cameraman staff. That's right.
If he does a good job.
This is
Oh, yeah.
There's treats at the end, Rob.
So, Mikey, what do you know about the cap actually to start with?
I don't know a ton of the details about it. All I know is it's a wildly comfortable hat, and they built in as much versatility and storage into the hat as they can. And the new updated version with the Reflectex and the orange signaling inside the hat are upgrades from the previous edition.
It used to be mesh.
There are 6 hidden pockets in this hat.
This is quick note. This is a pretty visual heavy episode probably.
Yeah.
And we are recording this, and if all goes according to plan, there will be a video that you can watch on YouTube. So maybe check that out if you're not quite getting what we're saying or describing. Hop on there and check that out.
I agree with Nick. And if not, Brian will be over descriptive when we get the stuff out there, so it's just so that you can get it all.
Just call up the Wazoo website, and when we say a product, look it up.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That'll be easy. But this hat, in all fairness, I would wear this hat with nothing in it, and I do at work. This is my grinding hat. So, because number one, it's really comfortable, and it doesn't have that button on top. I don't hate knocking that on things every now and then, right? It's comfortable wearing forward or backwards. I like both. I like the fact that it is a Velcro instead of those chucker buttons.
But it's a low pro, I don't know what it is, but it's like a low profile Velcro.
Yes.
It's a different.
Oh, it's
type
very,
of
very,
Velcro.
you're right. It's like super thin right here. So that works.
And it's not stiff. Like a lot of
It's
times when you
not
Velcro,
stiff.
they're real stiff.
You can do your hoopy roll to it, and it sticks.
Do like a good hoopy roll on a hat.
It all works good. There's a
I
lot.
always refer to that as the country bend. And apparently it's a
Country
hoopy
bend.
roll.
For those of you that like flat caps,
For people who don't speak
don't be
Western
offended.
So this does have 6 pockets, 3 of them being up inside the head cavity. Okay. And they also have Velcro on them as well.
Yeah.
So you have the one in the front, one on each side, and that would be those 3, and then you have
And then it kind of gets into the gray area of what they consider to be the 6th pocket because
I think it's
the one around the brim is connected in the middle, so
Right.
I consider
I think
that
that's
to be
two
one
pockets,
whole
though.
pocket, but they count
They count as two going
Yeah.
on
And
each
then
side.
there's one in
Yeah.
front of that is a Velcro pocket in the build of
Mystery
the hat.
solved.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you were lost there. I can see it
Yeah.
on your eyes.
I'm
No.
pretty good at counting. I wasn't coming up with six.
But the one under the bill I like quite a bit. And the Reflectex inside. The guys at Wazoo did a very nice job of creating this hat.
And I really like the fact that they are continually enhancing it. Every
Yes.
time that they hear some feedback from their customers, they're making modifications to it. And you can see that. I think this is the third variation of the Cache Cap. And it's,
Sounds right.
it started out, it was really good, and then it got better, and then it got even better on this round. And I'm really liking this version of it.
And right now, if you go to our shop, you can get this in coyote, I believe, and
I
black.
think we're actually sold out of coyote right now.
Well, by the time this, we're gonna,
Hopefully, yeah, by the
We're
time
getting
you're
more in.
hearing this episode, we have hats in stock and we'll have them in black and coyote.
in coyote, yeah.
Not, no, they used to make one in khaki, which was a very light color.
This
We
is-
will
yeah,
not have
that's-
that.
that's one.
No more of these.
That has been
And
discontinued.
as
This
far
is
as
so
Wazoo
cool
is
for-
concerned, I went on this morning to look at the hats,
Right.
and they have only black in stock.
They only have black
They're
in stock.
low quantity right now, so
Oh,
there's
really?
probably going to be a spring-summer re-release of the hat in
Okay.
potentially different colors.
And it is fair to note too that when winter rolls around, typically they have a beanie that offers similar features to this.
Which I also have.
And they make a belt for year-round wear.
Which I also have and is an exceptional product. If you can't tell, we are fans of these guys.
Yeah. Justin and Nick are not only friends, they make great products. But what we have been talking to them about is creating a kit for the way we want it.
Yeah.
That we
For
can
our
sell on our
needs.
website, just to have a little bit different thing. So what we've got, Mike got with Dustin over the weekend,
Nick,
or
actually.
I'm sorry, with Nick over the weekend,
Yes.
and he gave you
Different Nick.
two ultimate kits.
So he gave me the Adventure Kit and the Essentials Kit.
Which
Okay.
are prefabricated kits that you can get from Wazoo
Yes.
that have different contents in them.
There is a little bit of overlap between the two, but between those two kits, you get everything that they offer for their Cache series of clothing, whether it be the beanie, the belt, or the hat.
Oh, okay, so that's very smart, very
And that's
smart.
not to say that those are the only things we're going to put in our version.
No,
here.
that
We're
is correct.
But we're doing this on the fly, so you are learning what we would put in our hats as we do.
And
Okay.
we're going to debate it a little bit and kind of come up with the final version of what we would consider to be our ultimate hat kit.
Okay, well, let's start with by what we carry in our hats, okay? I personally carry in my Go hat, which I sadly didn't bring today because I had this one. I carry money under the bill. I carry a way to create fire. It's actually a Wazoo fire card. And I cut it in half because it fits better in pocket number one, the big pocket in here. And I carry, might be Ocupure water tabs, the tabs that come in the packet, in one, and fire starting stuff in the other over here. And then in this hat, under the patch, because we had talked about this weekend, put a razor blade. That way I have a cutting tool.
Because snitches get stitches.
No, not for anything that's illegal and stuff like that. Because that way you have your cutting tool, you have a way to make fire, and you have a way to purify water. Okay, and I have some money to get me out of a jam. Someone rips off my wallet or something, at least I got $20 I can get an Uber back to the hotel or something, something like that. So that's right now, that is what I'm carrying in my kit. Anybody who wants to go next? Nick?
Okay. So I have mine set up in one of the standard Wazoo hats with no patch on it. I wanted it to be more of a low profile version. So I have it set up just as a replacement if I am going to the swimming pool, the lake, the beach, whatever, anywhere where I'm not going to have standard pants and pockets. For those of you that haven't checked out our EDC episode, you should definitely do that, and you will hear about how I carry way too much stuff in my pockets.
Almost 6 pounds, I think.
Something like
I think we
that.
might be
I
due
don't.
for a
I don't-
real-
Yeah, we might have to do an
I'm
updated.
seriously a Boy Scout still at heart, so I believe in being prepared. So in my Cache Cap, which is the blue one, which I think is the nicest on the Wazoo website, I have a wet one because I have children. And
Tropical splash.
Yep, it smells nice too. I have a Wright in the Rain tablet. They make this nice small wallet size one. I would get that again. I have a Russian space pen, also known as a pencil.
Oh, very good.
There.
I have, in one of the side pockets, this is just a handy little multi-tool and a small glow stick. You can get these in the fishing aisle at Walmart. So it's just a teeny tiny little multi-tool.
I think we're gonna need to see a little more of that.
In the same pocket, I have Gorilla Tape wrapped up on itself, the 1-inch wide stuff. On the other side, I got a mini Bic and a Victorinox A-Lux Classic.
Now you can actually wear that.
Yep. I'll put it all back together and you can see. And I had some cord in here and some zip ties, but I think my son stole those. Borrowed them.
They must have been breaking.
So that's all. But normally, I do like the little zip ties in the brim pocket there, because if you get on the website or take a look, probably want to hold them up, you can get relatively long little zip ties in there. And
Yeah,
those
easily.
are quite handy for a lot of little tasks. One thing I don't love about that though is they do show really like a lot.
I switched to black.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
Yeah,
get a
even
black
still the bump. I mean, it's not as bad. It's definitely better, but yeah, it still sort of shows up a little bit. But yeah, so there's my stuff, and yeah, that's what I have. And again, it's all worked out pretty well. I haven't. Generally, I leave the middle brim pocket open, and I'll either stick a key in there, or like LT, if I need to throw a couple bucks in there to go with me. It won't hold a credit card, but the big main front pocket will.
Yes.
Or an ID, you know, whatever you need to do there. Some Band-Aids and stuff too will go into the bill pocket right there. I like
Band-Aids
that.
are a good idea. I didn't think of that. Let me.
And you can get little like pockets or envelopes of Neosporin, and they can go in there too.
Right. Okay, now put it on.
Yes.
I already did.
Okay.
You're so big, man. I couldn't even tell.
Here. I thought about a mini Bic, and I kept convincing myself it was too much.
You want to try it?
No, I can see it.
I took the Viking Spark necklace apart and put the whetstone and the ferro rod and the scraper in mine.
I gotta say,
I like that.
I love wearing that as a necklace.
Yeah, me too.
The Viking stone thing, and I'm not that guy. Like, I usually think those sharpening stone necklaces are kind of a little bit on the gimmicky side. Not the Wazoo one. It is fantastic. If you like to go fishing or have a serrated knife or just want that little bit of extra backup for sharpening, boy, is that thing handy. So
Yeah.
good job, guys.
There's a video of Dustin sharpening a dental pick that he's doing something with, but he's just like,
Nice.
Nice.
doesn't even take it off, doesn't use his other hand.
But I have mini Bics, and I really didn't. I just, you look at it and you go, it's too big. It's not going to work.
The trick is you have to sort of stagger things. So the Swiss Army knife goes here,
Okay.
and it prints a little bit on the side, but ultimately if you put the longer things on the bottom and then sort of taper it towards the top,
Okay.
it's less and less noticeable.
Yeah, I like the way that came out. I like the way that came out.
So like the duct tape is on the bottom on this side, and then the multi-tool is just above it. And it's just a simple little thing. I mean, it's so yeah.
Yeah, I like, well, because I did the razor blade behind the patch for a
Yeah.
blade, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I may look into
Another
that.
option would be the little X-Acto craft knives, or a scalpel even. Some guys I know throw those in their kits. They would fit nice in that big pocket.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's my hat.
Scott, you got any?
Well, I took it all out because I thought we were going to be fitting stuff.
Well, just tell us what you generally carry. though.
Okay. The main thing, because I seem to use them all the time, or you can even see the dust print, are the two zip ties in this pocket in the front. And the first time I did it, I noticed that the latching end, let's say the bigger end, because I just stuck them in there. And went, okay. Well, every time I put this hat on and off, it would scratch me in the. Okay. So I figured out that you just shove them in further, and then it's protected.
Oh,
You gotta.
okay. See, I never thought that. Yeah, and
Then it didn't hurt. I'm like, okay, now I can
Now
back
you
to
can't
carrying
see
zip ties.
Color sticking out.
Nice.
And you can't see the color yet, correct. And I did throw some black ones in there. You know, to get that out of it. So that's for sure one item. I usually have that half a credit card fire starter in one of the pockets, some Band-Aids in the front, I did have a challenge coin in the one side, but then I'm like, oh, I took that out. I didn't need that.
Yeah,
But you never know when somebody might challenge you and you'd have to buy beer.
that's right. Buy beer, you better put that thing
I
in.
had a wee little compass and some duct tape. I didn't have a ton of stuff in here because I didn't want it too loaded. But
Yeah.
no, I didn't know about the razor blade. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it
actually-
just,
says nothing.
literally just fits behind the patch. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going to add that to
simply,
it. You probably don't even feel that.
not even at all.
I think
Oh, okay, cool.
Wazoo does this.
And
I
that
think.
gives you, it's not falling out either.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can,
for sure.
you can actually turn a patch into a pocket. So if you cut the Velcro in the very middle of a patch,
Oh, really?
some of them
There are
are,
2 layers.
yeah, some
Oh,
of
yeah,
them
I guess it would be. Yeah.
are glued,
Oh,
but
okay.
not all of them. So, and then some people
That's a good
make
idea.
patches like that where you can have a little pocket behind there.
Well, I'm just gonna, for now, I'll just put it
Yeah.
behind there.
Again, just to have a cutting tool, if you have
Sure.
splinter getter, who knows, whatever.
Is that a single edge, right?
Yeah. This?
Yeah.
That's just one of our razor
Oh,
blades.
utility knife. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's just a
okay.
utility knife
Yeah.
blade.
I'm thinking of old razor blade shaving thing.
No,
I was
no.
gonna say you take the duct
I'm
tape and
sorry.
wrap it on the other end. And
I know I said
handle.
razor blade, I meant
Sorta.
utility knife
Okay,
blade.
okay. I got you.
But that's me.
That's a good idea.
Definitely need some tweezers. Now that I'm
I
thinking
carry them
about
on a keychain, but,
it.
You could jam your groom card in there.
you know,
I was just
yeah,
thinking about the
Hmm.
titanium tweezers you got, and if they
yeah,
would.
they probably would, they're on my
Slip in the
keychain,
pocket.
yeah, they would,
I always
absolutely
put my
would.
slipper grippers and everything. I'm gonna get a few more of those.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was good, I like what you have in now. Brian, you
Oh,
got?
and money after you said that to
Yeah.
me. I usually have a 10 or something in there somewhere.
Yeah, always, man. It's just one of those, oh my gosh, I forgot my wallet, who knows what. You know,
Sure,
you
yeah.
go in and buy a drink at the convenience store and you're like, dang it. Wallet's in the truck. Well, I got my hat on.
Also, just FYI, I know it's not the hat, but if you wear 511 duty boots, they each have a pocket.
I did not know
And I got
that,
stuff in mine.
Let's see.
No. No, I usually have money in there because you can just about only keep flat things in there.
Note to self.
Rob Scott.
Scott leaves his boots anywhere.
Boots.
Cha-ching.
but Scott's butt. Brian, what do you got?
Well, this is my older one, so I have a newer one. This is again like wearing in the shop,
The work-
getting,
yeah, work
getting
hat.
Kydex on it.
So when you say you don't have money for coffee, I can be like, hey,
Check your
hey,
boots.
yeah.
Check.
But I tend to be fairly minimal. I've got one of the food fids from Kelso. So basically like a little awl. It's got a little bit of a bent tip to it, so you can use it for a tool. And then just the little. Again, I cannibalized one of the old Wazoo fire starting necklaces. So the little ferro rod and the
Oh
little
my.
ceramic striker just to have something. And that's about it. I like to only have stuff in the bill, but that's me.
Again, yeah, you like it as a hat just as much as a
Yep.
cat.
Well, the bill's a pretty big pocket anyway.
Yeah,
It is.
It's a
Yeah.
fair bit of stuff in there.
Yeah. Did we cover everybody that actually got one on?
I've been patiently waiting for LTWK to make a podcast about the Wazoo hat before I build mine.
Well, now is your
Yeah. Good
chance.
thing.
Oddly enough, you have a front row
Today.
seat.
So we have in front of us
all the Wazoo
of
goodies.
the. Why don't you run down what kit you have here, Sam, and what we got going on?
This one is the Essentials kit. You're going to hold stuff up when
I
you see what
can.
they are.
So show me what it is, and I'll hold it up.
The first thing is the whistle.
Whistle.
It's a little whistle
Okay.
shaped
It's
one.
a tiny whistle.
Yep. A
It's
little
very
whistle.
loud,
Hey,
though.
whistle's a good thing, though.
For sure.
No doubt.
Now both of these kits, I know they sell them to go into the hats, but all this stuff will go into belts too.
Right.
So,
Right.
shameless plug for Wazoo because the belt is like a duffel bag to go.
Yes, my wife has the
Yeah.
belt, and she likes it quite a bit. Okay, so what else you got?
25 feet of Technora cord.
Which
Yeah.
is a ultra advanced technology in itself.
It's high abrasion cordage.
And high burn stuff too.
It won't really burn at all.
But you can use it as a saw,
Yeah.
especially on like zip ties.
Friction saw.
Okay.
Looks
Two
heavy
zip
duty.
ties.
It will work
Okay.
on PVC, wood.
I don't know.
Well,
The
The Technora line.
cord.
It doesn't work great on fiber materials like wood or grass, but it's spectacular on PVC,
And zip ties.
the zip tie polymer,
stripping wire, big wire.
Probably, yeah. I never tried it on a coating like that, but yeah.
So 2 zip ties,
Little ones.
2 little zip ties, and that's for the bill. Okay.
2 feet of duct tape.
Is that one this?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 feet of duct tape, good.
Ferrocerium rod and a rod scraper.
Right here.
And that's
Small
actually
size.
like a little, oh, that's from there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, this is a great size for the hat, no doubt. Okay.
No.
Fire plug tinder, 2 pieces of that.
Those are awesome.
Right there, again, fire starting material.
These
Brilliant.
are
Love it. Okay.
There's 2 safety pins somewhere in this. I think that's the fishing.
That's a fishing meal.
Maybe. Is there stuff in this? I don't know.
That's the water bag.
That's the water bag.
Yeah, there's purifying tablets and bags.
Okay, so let's do that. We'll skip that one. So this is purifying tablets
And the 1 liter water bag.
and 1 liter water bag. Mike, what'd you say about the bag earlier?
You can boil in it.
You can actually
that
boil
one
it
of
out.
And put it in an open flame.
So this,
You
You
can
put
boil.
it in
Yeah,
an
you can
open
set it
flame.
in the fire and
Yeah.
it'll boil.
so that's pretty impressive if you need to purify some more.
How
Yeah.
did you not make this up?
No,
Not
that's
only
it.
is it in the brochure, but they do demo videos of it,
Alright,
and
I'll
it's
have to look
spectacular.
into
I don't know, that's why we're building the kit today, buddy.
Okay, good.
Alright, what else do you have?
And with that, it has the 2 Ranger bands on it to hold
Yep,
it
2
together.
Ranger bands, okay.
The best rubber band you'll ever use.
Somewhere in there's a magnetized needle.
Okay, see, there's your safety pins.
Are they in there?
Yeah, it's with the fishing.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, with the fishing stuff.
3 fishing hooks, 3 fishing weights, and fishing line,
This is the green.
which has
Yep.
this.
This is the fishing line in here.
40 feet of that.
40 feet of fishing line.
That's in a straw that's fused on either end.
Right.
So that it never gets tangled or messed up or braided. That's a pretty awesome way to store it.
Yes, it is. So that is which
That's
kit
the
is this one?
15 tools in the essentials kit.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Brian, what kit do you have?
I'm gonna model, Scott's gonna read.
Okay.
Okay, this is the adventure kit.
Now the adventure kit is the full-blown 23 bits. Like that's the big Mac Daddy kit.
So there's some overlap here.
Okay.
Yep.
It says the individual components are designed to be stashed in the cache belt and cache cap. So you could probably mix and match however you feel. Okay, got a whistle,
If you buy both kits, you could do your hat.
and
your
I
belt.
noticed it is a P-less whistle,
Correct, in
So
titanium,
so no parts.
Oh, is this titanium?
I believe so.
Oh,
And also
nice.
has
That
a
or
light
it
on it.
does aluminum either.
Well, it does have a light, but that's not next. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to rush you. I thought-
More of the
This kind of
Technora cord, 2 zip ties,
2 zip ties.
2 foot of duct tape,
Okay.
the ferro rod.
And the ferro rod, does it talk about the,
It probably says it's on
okay,
Fire plug tinder times 2,
the Cheetos,
Those plugs.
That
2
thing's
safety
awesome.
pins,
again, on the fishing
1 magnetized needle,
in here.
3 fishing hooks, 3 fishing weights,
All in this little, again, it's a little sealed straw.
40 foot of fishing line, 2 Ranger bands.
Actually,
It
3.
looks like it has this system. Okay. The 1 liter water bag,
Oh, so that, the larger bag.
Little larger bag.
Yeah, I thought they were both 1 liter. Didn't that say 1 liter on the back?
I think so.
this
Oh,
says
is that-
1 liter.
Is it just
It's
folded?
just-
Yeah,
folded
it's just
differently.
folded up different.
Okay.
Because this one is more geared towards the belt. Like,
Oh,
the
okay, yeah, this
Skinny
is probably.
That's made to fit more in the cap.
I got
pocket.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
2 purification tablets,
Again, in here.
water pre-filter.
It's a coffee filter,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, there's like
But
a
it's
brown.
like a real, it's something weird. I've never seen it. So like, whenever I would see these kinds of kits before we started dealing with Wazoo, I always thought, I can just get this stuff and put it all together. Well, for one thing, you can do that. That's true for the most part. But sourcing a lot of these materials is not as easy as you think. These people put a lot of effort into finding quality material and unique things that are really tough to find or that they're having made. So, yeah, it's possible. The other side of that, too, is that when you do it that way, you tend to actually pay a lot more. So even though these kits are not a cheap investment, they are well worth the money.
Let somebody else do the homework for you.
Because, yeah, you're probably getting the materials cheaper, and you're not having to do the legwork. So, take that for what it's
And
worth.
this is set up and ready to go.
Yeah.
I bet if you got in a situation and you needed this, you'd pay 3 times the price.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Do you guys know retail on either one of these?
I believe the Adventure
Yeah.
Kit is 110, and
That-
the Essentials Kit is 55.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Still, to me, worth it
Yeah.
every bit. Every bit.
You would go insane trying to find all of these.
You
little
would,
Yeah,
pictures.
well,
time alone, if your time's worth money, you buy the kit.
Again, you can, like the Technora line by itself, you're looking at least 20 to 30 bucks for a piece like that, but you can't buy a piece like that. You have to buy it on a spool. And spools come in 500 feet and 1,000. I know because I bought a 1,000-foot spool because I really like it. So, yeah, it's not, this is
Nick's
cheap.
house has tripwires.
You never know what door prizes await. But yeah.
Water pre-filter, did we find that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
that's part of the bag.
All right, aluminum foil,
Also in the bag.
wire saw.
So the wire saw again is in one of the tubes.
I see it. Flashlight.
From
Flashlight.
like,
The little,
Yep. Little squeeze
little
light.
squeeze
Oh, yeah,
light.
yeah, okay. Ceramic knife.
on the
So that's, yeah, so it's
a little-
the same, I talked to Nick about these when we were down there over the weekend. And it does have a little bit of an edge to it. So it is a cutting tool, but it's the same ceramic they use for the fire starting necklaces. Same material.
So we could sharpen the guitar pick that you wear around your neck.
Good.
Okay.
One note about those is they are pretty fragile. Like, not drop them on the floor usually and they shatter. Sometimes they will, but usually they have a little more durability than that. They are not as durable as a steel blade though. So just user beware on those.
Right.
They're excellent cutting tools and you probably won't ever have to sharpen it, but yeah, no lateral stress or trauma.
Compass.
And I have known people that were able to get them through TSA.
Not that.
But we're not recommending that
No, but
at all.
if you happen to forget,
Yeah.
you won't necessarily lose your rating.
There you go.
Compass. Signal mirror.
Now that's really cool on the belt kit. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. The belt buckle that they designed for the belt is not only a multi-tool in itself. It's a bottle opener and a belt buckle. It's also got 2 elastic bands built into the face of it. So on the underside, you can put anything that's the size and shape of that little mirror, like the little mirror itself. You can also squeeze in a couple other things. So if you wanted a couple ducks or any other thin rectangular object like that, there's room for it in the belt buckle on the belt. But it is designed to hold that primarily.
Yeah, and we would encourage you to get the belts.
Oh, I love
as
the
much
belt,
as
yeah.
that.
Mike, I need a belt.
There's no
I'll
doubt.
add it to the order.
I mean, there's no doubt that that's good stuff all the way around.
Those are titanium buckles, I think, right? Yeah.
15 feet of brass wire.
Snares.
6 trail markers. That's it. In this
That's
cardboard box.
Okay. And that's the adventure kit,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Essential adventure.
So both of these, I think, there's no reason not to have everything really. But what would you, like, what kind of things do you think you absolutely want in your kit?
Zip ties, duct tape.
Yeah,
For me, first and foremost,
Hold
it's
on.
the water kit.
Okay, one at a time. We're gonna have to figure out a way to do this sort of like pack out or something. So
What's your number one?
duct tape for me.
My number one, probably fire.
Right.
Okay, so we
Because I
have,
hate being cold.
so fire starters and the fire steel.
Yes, so I would say this is coming in, would be in my pack for sure.
Okay, Brian, can you cut out the fire stuff from that kit and put it on the side like he did?
Well, so I mean, if you're thinking, I would throw in that instead of, it's just a little more,
See, would you?
yeah,
Okay.
because it's got a little bit of an edge to it. I would, that's me though.
Yeah, but this has an edge to it, or you're just thinking, see, I'm gonna carry, I'm gonna carry separate, I'm gonna carry a razor blade.
Okay.
So that's my cutting tool, but I see what you're saying. So in your kit, you would want that. Fair enough.
Sam, what's your number one?
I'm going a little different direction for my hat. I always reach for zip ties, so I'm going to go zip ties.
Okay, so Sam goes zip ties. Brian?
Well, I actually was looking at the fire this
Okay,
weekend.
so you
The
said fire too.
little fire.
We'll have to circle back on
Okay.
on what fire.
Right on.
Scott,
Zip ties.
zip ties. That's 2 for zip ties, 2 for fire. Tyler,
First thing I would make sure I had would be water purification.
all right. So water tablets, water storage. I'm gonna go duct tape because I'm that guy. Mike,
I'm water.
water. All right.
Okay.
So we got water for sure, fire for sure, and zip ties for sure. Zip ties are easy, so we can just pull the zip ties out of both kits and call it done.
Yeah, so I would say zip ties are 100%, right?
Alright,
So
so zip ties.
now we're questioning the fire, but let's settle the water first then. That has a pre-filter in that kit. This does not, correct?
Correct.
But now I wonder if that pre-filter. You see how this is small, wrapped up even one more time than that. I wonder if that has anything to do with it, or was there something else on that?
I think
The
that's more.
foils in there too.
Yeah, there's foil in here.
So I would actually go with the simpler kit myself for
Yeah,
water.
for the
I
hat.
would- I would
Now we're talking hat. If we were talking belts, I think I'd have to go with the long one,
Yes.
for sure. Everybody feeling this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got zip ties. We know we want water. It's got the purification tabs. It gives us 2 Ranger bands. We're good to go on that. Okay, so we got zip ties and water. Let's circle back on fire. Okay, now
I see.
I'm a proponent of these 2 fire starters and the simple stick. Brian is optioning for the upgrade, so let's work it out.
I'm good with either option there. I like them both. I've used them both,
Can I see
honestly.
that, please?
Uh,
I've not seen that.
the one thing that I don't like about the little ceramic knife one is it's kind of bulky. Like it where the other striker is a little thinner. And I don't like the ball chains either. I take everything off of
Oh,
that
yeah,
and I just tie them together with either Kevlar cord or some of the Technora line. But yeah, I don't see us going wrong with either option. But in the hat, I would go with the thinner option.
Yeah, I actually did that in mine. Is I have, it's not Technora cord, but I have some thin cord like that, and I have the fire starter, the ferro rod tied to one end of the bundle, and then the striker tied to the other end of the bundle, so it all tucks into the cord
Okay.
package.
I think I'm with you on going simple.
I think I'm gonna go simple on mine too, Brian. Does anyone else wanna see this?
Negative.
Okay. Scott, what are you feeling?
This small one.
Yeah, I'm feeling small.
You got it?
Small.
We definitely want the fire.
Brian, you can always upgrade.
True.
Yeah.
And the nice thing too about that pre-water filter is I know for a fact you can use regular coffee filters that way. Now I don't know if that's what they have in this kit, but as an option, you can always consider that. So if you want to upgrade your kit, I'm not saying that you can't source other things.
Again, we gotta make this hat wearable too.
Yes.
So there are some things that you're just gonna have to go,
You don't want to have a weight belt with your hat.
yeah.
Now, with your fire starter.
So here's my thought on the pre-filter. I carry a bandana with me all the time. I have a t-shirt on. I can pre-filter my water so I can get by. I know it doesn't take up any room and it weighs nothing. I'm just saying for space in the hat.
For me, it's
I
more of
got
an
another-
emergency thing, and I'd rather have a more compact setup than
Yeah.
something larger.
Okay, so we have the fire steel with the simple striker and the 2 fire starters.
Scott has something like
Hold on, this little,
Knife.
yeah, this is metal, not, that one's ceramic.
No,
They're
that's
right?
ceramic.
both
This is
ceramic, bud.
Alright, I just cut a sliver off this table with this.
Mhm.
That's a usable little piece of kit if you've lost your knife
Oh yeah.
in the drink or something.
Oh, why not?
That's,
You wanna change your vote?
I say.
I too am gonna have the razor blade,
Yeah,
but that, if you didn't, that's.
agreed.
That's
But
not
see,
bad.
I could see laying that in a belt different. I would carry, if
Oh,
I had a
totally.
belt,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
probably
yeah.
carry that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I'm just looking at my space.
Brian is gonna break that one out of the handle.
I was
holder.
thinking, I'm wondering if you could break it, get it out of the handle.
It's a little brass rivet that holds it all together. That's
Probably
why
do
people
that.
say they can go through TSA with them, which
Right.
he's right. That is a thing that has
Okay.
happened. But
I do want the small one, but that's not horrible either.
No,
It's
I
not-
like it.
that's
I like
good.
it. I just think for the hat, it doesn't work for me. So we have 2 zip ties. We got our water and we got our fire.
And with the fire, are we
No.
doing the
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
gotta have
all
the
the
together.
things.
You know, now we all have fire starters. Again, no, you don't have one?
I have one, but I don't put it in this hat kit. I don't
Okay.
think it's not a real great fit for me. If I was putting it in the belt, I'd cut it in half lengthwise.
And
I'm
I
not
did
saying
for
it's
my
bad.
hat.
It's a cool fire starter
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's just I don't see
See,
it.
I was fortunate enough to get one of the JB guitar pick ones, so I just popped out the guitar picks and put those in with those fire starters.
Is this fire card a Wazoo thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a, I don't know.
It's
if
a credit card
also-
size thing, and it's about the little thinner than a credit card, but you can scrape the side of it off, and those light and burn very quickly and very hot, and then you can light the whole
That's
card.
half a watt.
Oh, okay.
It's some kind of plastic.
Yeah, you can
material.
actually put it in your wallet.
Oh,
Yeah.
as a
Is it
credit
actually?
card.
I thought it was a composite paper.
No, it's
No, it's,
yeah.
Because they say not to inhale the fumes.
Right.
It burns
But
really
it
hot.
burns really hot and really fast. It's a quick start, so that's one reason I have it. But I'm not opposed to maybe.
Those work really
I
well.
love
too.
them. They're awesome.
They work well. Okay. All right. So we got water, we got fire, we got zip ties. Now, out of what we have still laying here,
Duct tape.
What's your next?
Gotta be duct tape.
Yeah.
Are you
I will die on
I
that
gotta
hill.
be honest. I'm feeling duct tape too.
It just wasn't the number one for me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
definitely on the list.
It's got a light side, it's got a dark side, it binds the universe together. It's gotta have duct tape.
And it's flammable.
Yeah.
If you can't zip tie, you can probably duct tape it, so
Can't be either one of those. It's probably broken.
then I'm not going to fix it.
Okay. So how sold are you on having a whistle?
It's
Is it
nice,
fun?
but it's not everything.
It's not for me in this kit because I see this more as I'm in an urban, maybe even a city setting. I'm not living and dying on a whistle.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I'm not saying that, but at the same
I'm
time,
saying if
I
there's room, I would throw it in there, but it's not on my top.
I would rather have the flashlight than the whistle. I think it's a better signaling device for those kinds of settings.
Hmm.
I think that it's more practical, and if I'm in a dark place, I'm going to want that way more than a whistle.
Good point.
Okay. Don't hate the thought.
Normally I would say no whistle because I can whistle pretty loud. However, if you're getting out of breath and you have that little whistle, if I was out of breath climbing a mountain and now I do have to whistle, if I don't have the lungs, I'd rather have that little whistle.
Okay.
It's
So
not
you're
horrible.
pro whistle, maybe not so much, right?
Leaning whistle.
You know, it's interesting listening to Nick talking about the different environments, because if I was thinking about being in the woods, I would say whistle. Just like when Craig did the class with us and Clayton whistled and we could hear him from a ways away, and again, maybe you're not able to speak or yell but yeah, in a more urban-y environment, it's an interesting point. Maybe the whistle, you're not gonna hear the whistle anyway.
Okay. So
What if you are in an urban environment and you,
Light pollution in an urban environment is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But if I see a light and it's getting waved around real fast and things like that, I'm going to be more prone to notice that over a whistle sound when there's cars or machinery.
I would raise the whistle third. I'd rather either have the flashlight or the signaling mirror above the whistle for most environments, because I can do more with all of those things other than.
Now, if you're
Just
more of
make
an
noise.
outdoors person, sure, I
I'm
definitely go
almost
whistle.
thinking that
You want
they're
both?
tied together.
yeah,
We could
If
do
they
both.
come apart.
I know, but they are tied together, and really, is that too intrusive?
I definitely want the flashlight, I think.
I use a flashlight way more than I ever have used a whistle, and I have a whistle,
Yeah.
kayaking and stuff.
How
I
many
have
of
to
us here carry a flashlight
admit-
regularly?
Absolutely.
How many of us here carry a
That's
whistle
all of us for
regularly?
those of you just listening.
I just keep Scott
No, I'm talking
Yeah.
a augmented.
Not your body.
So are you guys advocating drop the whistle off the flashlight here?
I'm saying
I think
let's
for
just
now,
table it
yeah.
for right now, and if there's
Well,
room,
no,
But I want the flashlight.
Let's put light for sure,
Yeah.
whistle for question mark.
back up.
Yeah,
If
we'll
there's
see,
room.
if there's room. Okay, so let's go on to cordage.
Oh.
Yeah, can't go wrong there.
It doesn't really take up any space. It's a fantastic whatever you need,
I
whenever
never
you
heard
need
of that. I gotta try it.
Oh.
The cord.
It's got like
Diamond
a,
for cordage.
I forget, it's like a 700-pound
Oh, really?
capacity. It's huge. Yeah, and that's working load, not just tensile strength.
I can
I
hang
think
my
it's-
hammock.
You can hang your whole body on that, yeah, no problem.
And you can use it to cut through zip ties.
Okay,
Which isn't a bad thing as a police deterrent lockpick tool.
so we're all in for cordage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not that we're advocating any of that.
Now, here's where I'm gonna poo-poo the fishing stuff.
Yep.
And this is my
Now
reason.
we're all out on that.
Seriously, like the 72
I
hours.
think if I have room, I'm putting them in there.
Are you?
I'd rather have the
Well,
safety.
Sell me on it. Sell me
I would
on
put it in the belt, but not the hat.
All right, sell me on it.
Well, they're a small little package, and there's more than just
Agreed.
fishing hooks in here. The safety pins and the needle
I
are in
do like
here.
the safety pins.
You can use fishing hooks for other things than fishing.
I'd take the line, but not the hooks.
I'm saying if I have room in my hat, I'm
Okay.
going to put those in there.
I would go belt on that. I don't think I'd put that in my hat.
I don't have a belt.
I know.
Well, you
Yeah.
have to get one.
Yeah. Right now I'm building a hat.
It's on the order form, don't worry.
Okay, so Sammy's saying, yeah. I thought this was gonna be easier, guys. It's okay.
That's why we have 40 minutes elapsed already, and
Yeah.
we haven't even decided on anything.
Part 2.
So well, I mean,
We've got zip ties, we've got water bag and tablets, we've got the fire steel and the simple striker with 2 fire starters, we've got duct tape, we've got the light, and we've got cordage. That's a pretty sweet setup. We've covered a lot of ground there.
Let me see the box for that.
And the stuff that's left, I think we're all going to end up fighting over what's left.
I'm not interested in the wire, the mirror, the trail markers, the fishing kit, generally speaking. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I don't need the aluminum foil in my hat either. I'm not a tinfoil hat guy. The radio waves just
If
get
they
drawn
could
in
read your
harder.
thoughts.
Yeah, you make yourself a better antenna.
again, I think we're setting our hats up a little bit different. Again, we're just like, we're gonna go in the woods, we're gonna be out for maybe 48 hours, we're gonna do this, that, and the other. This setup with a razor blade and a $20 bill, I'm pretty comfortable with
I would
that.
not like to push a non-Wazoo product, but I would want the Wright in the Rain notebook that I have in mine and a pencil.
I see little notebooks too.
Yeah,
okay.
they're a little thick, but yeah.
All right.
Well, you
Now,
can take those, you can send those out.
I originally
Yeah.
wrote down Band-Aids too, because I thought that was a great
I like the
idea.
bandage.
I like having a Band-Aid.
I
So
used to
let me,
write for bandage.
let's run down what we got here. So I'm gonna leave Band-Aids on there because I think that's a no-brainer. So we got the zip ties. Everybody kind of likes that. The water purifier for sure. The striker. I'm sorry, the fire steel. Yeah, fire steel. And we got the fire tender. What was that called again?
Fire plugs,
Fire plug.
I think, right?
Yeah. Iron plug tinder.
Plugs. Okay, we need to decide, are we going whistle, no whistle? Because we all decided we wanted to squeeze light.
Those 4.
For the whistle?
I mean, we can see what fits in the hat and what kind of room we have left.
Yeah, do you want to start packing it in there, see what kind of room you have?
Okay.
I'll
Sportage
tell
is
you,
for
now
real,
wait a
so.
minute. I built one of these as a Christmas gift for somebody. David Anderson, you're welcome, buddy. And it's way more finicky and fun picking your pockets and where everything goes in these, and it's going to take way longer than 20 minutes to
Well,
do.
you know, we're just going to stick it in there. We're not
Okay.
assigning a home for it just yet.
You're going to go down a rabbit hole here. Oh no, this fits better in that pocket.
Well, yeah, I can see
I feel
that.
like everybody's watching me.
Everybody knows, buddy.
And we're
Everybody
silently
knows.
judging you.
I know.
Absolutely.
Where do you want stuff? I'll put them in the pockets.
That's why we get
Oh.
to you.
Oh, I don't
Glow
want to
stick.
get charged.
I want my little glow sticks in there. They're easy to get. You can order them online.
That's not part of this package.
We never said that it had to be all Wazoo stuff.
It was kind of implied when we got nothing but Wazoo stuff.
Hey, I brought other things to the table
Well,
here, mister.
here, this is what we want to fill it with the Wazoo stuff, and then we'll make recommendations past
We
that.
should bump them on getting little glow sticks.
I'm not opposed to little glue sticks.
Keep talking,
But,
geez.
okay. well, we got to decide. We going
I want
whistle,
no, I
light?
know whistle.
I say no whistle.
No whistle.
Not on the whistle. Sorry, buds.
That half
So
the
we
table?
We want light, no whistle.
Scooter still wants a whistle.
I'm still on the
Brian.
fence. I think I might want the
If
whistle.
it fits, yeah, I mean.
Brian
it's-
wants
it's
a whistle.
It's a
Sam?
tiny, it's a tiny whistle.
I've heard that a lot.
Definitely quarter.
Sam!
I want the
What?
Do you want a whistle or no?
He's concentrating.
Packing my hat, man. Larry Thomas right the third. Do you want a whistle or no?
He wants a whistle.
Who?
You.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob. You're
That's your
talking
name.
real dirty.
Put the plastic in there.
You know what? It is small and it's already attached to the light. And that
Cameraman, you want a whistle?
Yeah.
Cameraman wants a whistle too.
Alright, whistle.
Put it in there.
Put the whistle in.
Stuff it in a pocket.
Well, Scott was leaning hard and Brian was in for the whistle, so.
Remind me
Just
not
don't.
to invite you people to the next time we vote.
Whistles.
Well, then you can have a rave. You got a light, you got a whistle.
You know, a glow stick now.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
telling you,
Dance
those little
party.
glow sticks are the bomb.
Okay, so you got it all
Close to
fitted?
Whistle.
I'm feeling like we need to have
Stop.
a podcast where we do
Oh, fresh out, sorry.
These should go in there too, but we're not going to say that on here because
Probably
I don't
on
want
the
to
side.
support that brand right now.
I'm mad at them.
But this would go in. These would go in there fantastically.
So
if you wanted a
basically,
toolkit
with
version.
using the Wazoo kits, I think we have it narrowed down to
All of the stuff we just
the
talked
zip
about
ties,
is
the
in
water
there.
purification, the fire steel, the fire plugs, cordage, and their light whistle combo. Right?
I think you can't go wrong with using the whole basic kit, add a razor blade and a 20, and I don't mind your little snapshot.
The only thing out of the basic kit we didn't use was the fishing kit, and it'll fit real nice right there.
Stick it in there.
Here we go.
Sam
with the
does love
fishing.
fishing.
So basically,
Can you get the Crystal Creek hand fishing reel in
Yeah,
there?
I'd take that out of there and put it somewhere.
so
else.
realistically then, we have just used their adventure kit.
The essentials kit.
Or essentials.
Essentials
Yeah.
kit and then a
Essentials
couple
kit.
plus
With
items.
the
Yeah, just
flashlight
like
would be an
the
upgrade.
flashlight does not come in the essentials kit, it only comes in the adventure kit.
Right.
But the nice thing about Wazoo's website too, and again, this episode is turning into a shameless plug or infomercial for them.
Well, we figured it would.
You can buy separate items on there, which I think you
But
can
we
buy
are
the
also going to
flashlight.
take all these items and make our own.
We're gonna have the
Exclusive
LTWK
kits.
Yes.
kit. I think that's, I
It's
like
made
that.
available on our website.
So did
We
you guys
didn't talk
talk
about the compass, I don't believe. You mentioned the other things that you wouldn't put in there.
See, there are so many things that, like, you have a magnetized needle, you're generally going to have a cell phone. All of
The
those,
magnetized needle's only in there because you let me put the fishing
I
thing.
know.
Yeah, but it's in there now,
It's in
Sam.
there.
So shush it.
I don't feel like I need that little compass for.
Again, it's
I'm
like
not-
the whistle. If you're going to be more urban, no.
Yeah.
If you're going to be more outdoors, I'd definitely throw it in there. Then, if you're
Is it-
50 miles from people, sure.
Well,
Again, is there a lot of extra room in there?
There's more room.
Is it like, try putting it on your head and make sure it's not like wearing a babushka.
Sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob.
Hat,
For people
Yeah.
outside of Pittsburgh, a babushka is a headscarf.
Looks good from here.
Yeah.
Comfy.
The bill's not.
yeah, it's not rolled
No,
right.
rolled
don't worry
right.
about it.
It doesn't have the hoopy roll yet.
I can't feel any of the stuff that is in
Alright,
this
well
hat.
then toss the compass in there.
One compass. Give me the compass, Brian.
Compass.
So to start with, the guys at Wazoo have created two awesome kits. Let's just.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I would be happy.
there
with
is
that.
no doubt
I
what
would be
they got
happy
going
buying that.
is nice.
Good.
I
Okay.
believe so.
Okay, Sam approved.
Rob, thanks for buying me a hat and the pieces that go in it.
Scott wants the trail markers.
Oh, you want the
There's
trail
none
marker?
No,
There is room for.
no,
I'm not a fan.
useless item.
It's a big bird tie, right?
Are there,
Are
are
they
there
metal?
actual wires in there or no?
bread.
And they're
You can
reflective,
have zip ties.
I think, aren't
I
they?
know.
Now
but
wait,
that-
okay,
no,
here's the
hold-
one
hold
thing.
Hold on, survivally things. Those orange bread ties are not natural. Somebody's gonna spot them.
They're gonna spot
Hold
orange
on,
zip ties.
hold on, now wait, here's the
They-
one,
they
Let's
just
not
pick
fight
up-
on live
listen
TV.
for 1 second, here's the
Yes.
one thing that really sells those. You can use them with the water bag to close them and open them, where you can't do that with the zip ties. So if there's room, then yes,
They're in there.
fine.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take up a ton of
Put it
room.
on your list.
Okay, so what have we left
Better to
out?
have and not need.
The
Well,
brass
these,
wire.
Mirror,
these we
the
have.
brass,
the foil,
the foil.
the mirror, the brass line,
I'm gonna tell you, you could fit all the rest of the
Fishing.
stuff with no repeats
That's the
in
saw.
the hat.
and the saw.
So if we're just gonna see what fits, then just put it all in there. But I didn't think that's what we were doing. We were building our own kit.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'm
So
not a fan of the
I don't see them as being absolutely essential either. But
No,
they're fine, I suppose.
I mean, if we don't want them in our kit, by all means, omit them. I'll put my own in, but
Well, exactly. Here's what I think we wanted to set out was give them a basic starter kit.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm going to get a razor utility knife blade. I'm going to put
Yes.
a $20 bill in there.
yes.
I'll probably still use the
Glow
Wazoo
sticks.
fire card because that's what I'm used to.
Right.
That's just me. I hate the idea of the Wright and Rain. You know, the Band-Aids, that was another addition. We're not going to put that in our kit because we're going to use all the Wazoo stuff.
Unless
So I
Wazoo
think,
listens to this and you're like, yeah.
I just realized I didn't put anything in the bill pocket, just for those of you listening.
I still think we should omit the fishing stuff and the bread ties.
I agree.
The
I
markers.
On the
definitely
fishing
vote
stuff for
on
sure.
the bread ties. I'm 50-50 on the fishing stuff.
I see you use
Or
fishing stuff.
just take out the line and leave the little pack with the
Well,
hooks and
again,
the weights and stuff.
we're creating that baseline kit. They can go ahead and get the fishing stuff later too.
But I feel like there's some utility in the needle, the.
Oh yeah, Mike, there's utility in the mirror too.
Yeah, but you'll notice that none of us have actually said, put the mirror in there. We like the mirror in the wall, in the belt kit, but not in the.
The
I would not
fishing
put
kit
that.
didn't hide down in the bottom so nicely.
If you're gonna, okay, but if you're gonna put the fishing kit, why not the bread ties?
They are in there.
I know, but Mike's wanting that, and he's thinking no.
If you're gonna put the fishing kit, you better put the line in, because
No, the line's in there.
that's
Yeah,
just
he did the
They
line.
but the fishing kit and the package with the hooks and everything all
There you
fit real nice right down along the bottom.
There you go.
In the
Just
big
drop
pocket.
your water.
Whoops.
So then I don't leave the bread ties in, or the marker, whatever, the trail marker.
I'm not willing to die on that hill. If they want them in there, they're gonna have them. I'll just take mine out.
Yeah.
with the
I'll take 'em.
with the Technora in there, I say no on the saw out of this kit.
Yeah, I don't see the benefit myself.
And I think that's pretty much it. The only thing we haven't is the wire. The only thing we haven't talked about is the wire. And I see no reason for that in our kit.
Yeah, I'm not.
I feel like that's you should add that if you really want it.
Plus-
Because not most people don't really know how to trap.
Right.
Plus, you just added wire in the zip ties. So if you want short segments, there it is. If you want longer segments, then switch it out and have the brass instead of the zip ties.
You
Or I
mean
mean,
trail markers.
Yeah, trail markers.
Because if it gets right down to it, you want to get this hat prepped out and pray you never have to use it. Because that means that something
See,
went
that's not
wrong.
how I use this though. For me, it's just an EDC bag, like a fanny pack, except it goes on my head. So, like,
See, so yours is set up a little bit kid different.
oh, very
Everything,
nice.
so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This feels more like a survival cap now, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that direction with it. It's just, if it was going to be more EDC, that's where I see the things like the fishing kit and stuff not really fitting in or having a role.
Right.
With the whistle. I don't use a whistle on a daily basis, but if it's more survival oriented, then yeah, heck yeah. So you kind of got to fit it accordingly and treat the hat more like you would any other bag, basically. Or again, your pants pockets.
Mhm. Well, the beauty of setting the kit up the way we just did is it covers EDC and a little bit of both
Kind
survival
of walks
stuff.
the line.
And when the person gets the hat and or the kit, customize them their own side.
For sure.
We're just looking at what can we put together here to have available.
As knife makers, and this being the knife maker's kit, you should put some tweezers in there of some kind.
See,
Because we
that's
always get metal splinters.
Yeah. That's something to add to it. But bottom line is the Wazoo cap
Only we knew
is a,
somebody that made really nice titanium tweezers.
yeah, we did.
Why?
I think the bottom line is Wazoo has made an incredibly killer hat. We all like it.
Yes.
And we all have our differences on what we think we want to put in the kit. And we may not have it nailed down yet. We may have to consider a little bit more.
Stay tuned for part 2.
I do like the idea of what Nick was saying. Hey, this is, because my hat in all fairness is more EDC than survival. It truly is. But I like some of the stuff that we put in there. So I think that if we go with it the way it's loaded right now, let's take it apart and see what you can do about getting that stuff and a few things. We can continue the discussion. But I think maybe this gives everyone that's listening an opportunity to check out the Wazoo products. They make fantastic gears. They're fantastic guys. And we do carry the hats. You can get them directly off of our website, and we will soon have our own customized Wazoo kit. So we'll see what we can do with that so that we can set that up for you guys as well. Guys, got any closing thoughts before we cut out of here?
Thanks for listening to us, range and range.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I think
Nice
the main
choice on
thing,
the hat, Rob.
I gotta repack my hat.
I think the main thing is to get your mind started around. Hopefully, we have encouraged you to have some, thought in your gear.
Even if you just buy this and stick a $20 bill in it,
You're
Yeah.
you're ahead of the game.
You are absolutely right,
Sure.
Scott. I mean, that's 100% right. It
And-
is easy to do.
I totally agree. This is a super comfortable
Yes.
hat, all on its own.
It has replaced
It's a
all my
great
other hats. This, I mean, I wear it for work, I wear it for everywhere, shows and stuff. So no doubt. So good on them guys. Mikey, we gotta get out of here because it's getting time to roll.
Yep.
We hope we opened up some thought processes for you guys. Please check out the hats at our store, LTWrightknives.com. Also check out woodsmonkey.com. We got some very exciting stuff going on over there. And Wazoo. Is it wazoogear.com or
It's WazooGear.com.
wazoogear.com. Tell Dustin
Wild
and
capability.
Nick that the guys over at LTWK sent you.
Different.
Thank you very much. And the next episode will be number 40, and we'll bring you another fun-filled episode, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and God bless you.